কেমনে শোধিবে মোরে গোপীনাথ, কেমনে শোধিবে মোরে, না জানি ভগতি কর্মে জড় মতি, পড়েছি সংসার ঘোরে, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শোনো, সকলি তোমার মায়া গোপীনাথ, সকলি তোমার মায়া, নাহি মম বল জ্ঞান সুনির্মল, স্বাধীন নাহি কায়া, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, নিয়তে চরণ স্থান গোপীনাথ, নিয়তে চরণ স্থান, মাগে পামর কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া করহে করুণা দান, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, তুমি তো সকলে পার গোপীনাথ, তুমি তো সকলি পারা, দুর্জনে তারিতে তোমার শকতি, কে আছে পাপীর আরা, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, তুমি কৃপা পারা বার গোপীনাথ, তুমি কৃপা পারা বার, জীবের কারণে আসিয়া প্রপঞ্চে, লীলা কইল সুবিস্তারা, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, আমি কি দোষে দোষী গোপীনাথ, আমি কি দোষে দোষী, असुरा सकल पाइल चारण, विनोद থাকিলো বাসি, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, মম নিবেদন শুনো গোপীনাথ, মম নিবেদন শুনো, জয় রাধা গোপীনাথ রাধা, জয় রাধা গোপীনাথ, হরে কৃষ্ণ।
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Vedansh, for such a nice singing the Vaishnav Bhajan. May the Lord be pleased and bless you that you can do more Kirtan and Vaishnav Bhajans.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Okay, so I see Maharaj has joined. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. Dandavat Pranam.
Very nice, Vedanta. Very good.
Yes.
Thank you, Maharaj. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. So we welcome, so devotees, let us welcome Maharaj by loudly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. It is great fortune that we are getting the association of Maharaj. And while Maharaj is there in Mayapur, And with the Gaur Purnima festival coming up, we can also try to get some glimpse soon. Maharaj will share, and Maharaj, so we can also absorb in that mood. Hare Krishna, Maharaj. And what,
Very well.
Maharaj, so should we continue to read Maharaj from there, or we do it as
Sure.
a question answer?
Now, okay, there are some questions. We can start with the questions. But I think we finished like halfway through the Namabhas, right?
Yes, Maharaj. It became very technical, then we stopped there, Maharaj.
Yeah. So yeah, if there are some questions, we can start with the questions.
Hare Krishna devotees. So if anyone has questions, please raise hands.
Or we can read first.
We can
It's
read, Maharaj. Maharaj, the last time when we started the technical part, Maharaj, I could not understand it at all. So maybe we can go slow
okay.
on that one.
Do you know exactly the verse? I think it was like around 50. But does anybody know exactly? Anyway, so okay, let's continue there from the verse 50.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah, I think we went past it, but it's good to just remind. Okay. So Namabha's chanting of the holy name destroys anarthas and gives prema. By Namabha's chanting, one can obtain everything except pure love. By Namabhas, one comes to the stage of pure chanting. When the anarthas have fled, pure chanting becomes manifest. Then pure love for Lord Krishna becomes manifest. Namabhas, there is no power to give pure love directly. Only proper chanting, following the rules of chanting, gives pure love. So then, okay, Haridas Thakur says that Namabhas can give no love, but cannot give directly. That means, see that as we were explaining the difference between Namabhas and Namaparat. The Namabhas, the devotee still commits some Namaparat technically. But because of the intention is not to commit the Namaparat, it's not to be offensive against Krishna or the devotees, and it's by accident. Therefore, then it's not really counted as something very serious, and the devotee still by chanting Namabhas makes progress. And the progress leads to the anarthas go away from the heart, and he gets purified. He comes to the stage of nishtha. So that's what the namabhas does. And the namabhas externally can even look like namaparat. But because of the consciousness being different, therefore it's not. So this is when Haridas Thakur says that namabhas can give, then or can lead one to prema, but does not give directly prema. Is that clear? Is it understood?
A little bit clarity, Maharaj. So is that the right understanding that then with Namabhas stage you can reach up to Nishtha, but you cannot go up to, or the Bhav, but you cannot go enter the Prem?
Yeah, okay. Well, don't put it into boxes like that. But yes, it's like that. You can progress to a certain stage, but at certain stage, then you still have to develop the Trinapi Sunichna, Tarapi Sahishna, Amani Namanadena. Without that, there is not going to be no pure chanting. And we have to avoid also, by the consciousness, because we want to please Krishna, means being Nishtha, then we don't want to offend Krishna or the devotees, and just by our activities, we will make sure that it's not going to happen. So that means the mind is under our control, nishtha. We are not going to be subservient to the senses. Even though the senses, they still may have some little push, they still may have little agitation might be there, but the intelligence can deal with that. The intelligence has the power over the mind. That's nishtha. Before anartha nivritti, the mind with the senses has power over the intelligence. You know you're not supposed to do something, but the mind says, I want to do, and you do, even though you know it's nonsense. That means anishtita. So the namabhas can take you to the higher stages, to nishtha, but the sincerity must be there. It's a Vaidhi sadhana. We need to control the mind. We need to push the mind. Like Bhaktivinoda Thakur says, beat the mind. Restrict the mind. No, whatever it takes. So that's what it is. And then, by such activities, then and the chanting becomes naturally then Shuddhanam. Because now we have the consciousness that I want to please Krishna, and the mind is not giving troubles. So we are not doing anything against pleasing Krishna or the devotees, not even by accident. So therefore, that chanting is pure. Is it okay like this?
Yes, Maharaj. Like I'm just thinking on another line, Maharaj, but should I ask now or wait for
Ask
the
now, it's
reading?
okay.
Smart, like now that we read it, right, or we are trying to understand this. So now when I do the japa, so the mind now thinks about, okay, it is aprad, it is namabhas, which stage. So the mind is dwindling upon that, okay, what's happening? But then sometimes I feel that not knowing it is better, because then I'm trying to concentrate only on name. But now I'm thinking, am I doing Namabhas or what? So the mind actually goes into that stage when doing the chanting, Maharaj.
I
So
see.
not knowing is better. Sometimes I feel.
Yeah, ignorance is bliss, yeah.
And in that sense, Maharaj, now that is there, like there are three stages that we understand, then we have to move up. But for the members who are there together, or who come for the class or we attend the class, what stage should we introduce about these? Because normally the basic we run the classes is chant and be happy, right? The Krishna consciousness is easy, it is not difficult. But when we introduce such concepts, the devotees may say, oh, that is too much for me.
Look, okay, the chant and be happy, it's a half truth. No, because okay, we are chanting, thinking that by chanting I will become happy. But actually, the consciousness, we should have. I'm chanting to make Krishna happy. When he becomes happy, I become happy. So that's the full understanding. But in the beginning, we don't know who Krishna is. We have it's just too abstract for us. So therefore, then we just directly say, anyway, we chant, you will become happy, which is the truth. But now, how you become happy, then that should be explained. But in the beginning, there is no need for the explanation. In the beginning, it's no, as you say, like it's maybe better not to know or not to think about it too much. No, so yeah, that's how we progress, and there is no need to think about other ways. The only thing is that we need to avoid namaparat. If we avoid namaparat, and even though we still do sometimes some nonsense, but not intentionally, it happens, and we don't want to. We want to always look for way how to overcome that. We will progress. Maybe slower, maybe faster, it depends. But nonetheless, it always is going to be progress. And eventually we come to the stage when we are able to control the anarthas. So that how fast we come to the stage is up to us, how seriously we get. But that's what also Haridas Thakur says, that just follow, change the quantity, maintain the quality, and just don't intentionally commit namaparat. That also means, don't make excuses and then think, oh, I'm not doing it intentionally, but no, I'm doing it anyway. I'll do it. No, we should be very careful. It's the consciousness. So we want to see that Krishna and the devotees are happy. We are not harming them. We are not displeasing them. So this should always be our question. What is our activity creating? So as long as we always see that we are not creating harm, we are still internally we don't want to harm anyone, then chanting is now a buzz and we are making progress. Is that?
Yes, Maharaj. This is very helpful, Maharaj.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay then let's continue. How namabhas and offensive chanting are different. I offer my respectful obeisances to anyone who, avoiding offenses to the holy name, performs namabhas chanting of the holy name. O Supreme Lord, I declare the namabhas chanting is endlessly better than karma and jnana. If by namabhas chanting one attains faith, the faith that is the root of attraction to Lord Krishna, then the chanter will become purified. Pure chanting of the holy name then will be manifest before him. And yeah, now it's going to be a little bit technical. Try to catch that. So there are two kinds of light in our bus: chaya and pratibimba. Okay, so then is described now. Abhas or dim light is of two kinds: pratibimba, which is reflection, and chaya, which is shadow. When faith is like a dim light, shraddhabhas, it is of these two kinds, reflection and shadow. O Lord, these are all manifested by your potency. So we understand, yeah? It's the faith, it's very minute. It's covered by the cloud. Okay, it's a dim light. And now from chaya shraddhabhas, or the shadow of faith, comes chaya namabhas, or the shadow of the holy name. This kind of Namabhas brings auspiciousness to the individual souls. Example, see, like when you see like a sun through some clouds, then you see the sun little bit, but it's the real sun. But the image is not clear. It's little like a covered. Okay, and then the pratibimba is the reflection of the holy name. A person who sees how other souls have pure faith may attain Shraddhabhas, the faith in his heart, but then they may also yearn after sense pleasure or impersonal liberation and work day and night to attain it. This kind of faith is only the outward symptom of faith. It is not true faith itself. The scriptures call this kind of faith pratibimba shraddhabhas, the reflection of faith. When a person who possesses pratibimba shraddhabhas chants the holy name, his chanting is always pratibimba namabhas, the reflection of the holy name. Now, when you see the sun through the clouds, you see the sun a little bit obscured, but it's the sun itself. When you see the reflection of the sun on the water, then you see also like little obscured the sun, but the sun is not there. It's a reflection. It's opposite. So it's not real. The pratibimba, it's not real namabhas. Do we understand this? Something which you see, which is a little bit covered, but it's directly it. Or in the fog, you see something, but you know it's there. You see it, but not clearly. When you see that in the reflection in the mirror, it's not there, but you think it's somewhere else. So that's the difference between the chaya and the pratibimba, the shadow and the reflection. Okay, I'll continue and then we can discuss it more if needed. From pratibimba namabhas, the Mayavada fallacy appears. This kind of namabhas leads to the Mayavada fallacy. A person who thinks the holy name is the only means, sadhana, to a higher eternal goal, sadhya, sullies the glory of the holy name. Because of that offense, he perishes. Chaya namabhas, the shadow of the holy name, comes only from ignorance and weakness of heart. So in other words, there is no intention. The holy name cleans away.
Can you
Yes.
explain that 63 again, Maharaj? So,
Okay.
like, I'm
So
just trying to
basically,
understand.
the 63, you can see it as committing namaparat on the strength, or committing offenses on the strength of the holy name.
Okay.
You are trying to achieve something, even material, or maybe something like a higher, but not really to please the holy name. So you are taking the holy name just as a means to attain the goal. You are using the holy name. Like yogis, they use Paramatma to get siddhi. They don't consider Paramatma that he is the realization, one aspect of God. Is that clear?
Yes, Maharaj. But Maharaj, if the higher goal is to go back to Godhead, like um I'm just sharing my understanding, I may be completely wrong here, is let's say I say that okay, you chant the holy name and you reach the go back to Godhead. That's the ultimate goal. So that is what the point number 63 is. But I am chanting only because I want to be there. And if I don't, if somebody tomorrow tells me, no, you will not reach there, then I will stop chanting. Is that the namaparad that I'm doing there?
See, actually, the holy name is the goal.
Hmm.
There is no goal higher than that. So like a thinking that the holy name just gets me to God somehow, or get me to heaven, and then after that I drop the holy name. That's a very, very wrong understanding.
Hmm.
That's what. See, when there was a discussion, then Haridas Thakur, he was talking about the glories of the holy name, and he explained that the aspect that even one chanting of the holy name can purify the whole universe. But then, no, there was the Brahmana. What was his name? Chakravarti. Some Chakravarti. And he said, what is this nonsense? No. How can it be something like that? Nothing has such a power. So Haridas Thakur, he didn't argue. He left. But no, by the next day, actually the Brahmana, he developed leprosy and he started to suffer very much. No. So it was due to the offense. So yeah, we have to understand that the holy name is the sadhana and sadhya at the same time. If we don't, means if it's out of ignorance, but we keep our mind open, we will come to know. But if we say, no, I know it's not that this is the pratibimba. I'm chanting it just because I want to get something higher, in my opinion. Not knowing or ignoring the fact that the holy name is the highest thing. So with that consciousness, we cannot understand the greatness of the holy name. We can understand the glory of the holy name. Because in our mind, it's not the goal.
Right.
That's why then the goal is not going to be manifest for such a person. But if we understand, okay, it's the goal, but I'm not there. I'm so fallen. No, I have so much of attachment. Now, please, Krishna, help me to understand now how the holy name is not different from you. That's different thing. That's innocent. Ignorant, innocent. And that can be purified. That's not the problem.
Right.
Is that clear?
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. So
Maharaj, Meenakshi wants to ask a question.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
But is that in 63 again is the line that which is saying a person who thinks that the holy name is the only means is to the higher eternal goal, means by thinking that we are just diminishing the glories of holy name. That is what the understanding of this line is.
By that, we are no, we are sure, yeah, we are diminishing, and we are like a sure. There is no, the holy name is not the goal. The holy name is just a means to attain some goal. What it means, maybe I can achieve Brahman, or maybe I can achieve Paramatma, or I can achieve heaven, or whatever it may be, some mystical powers, no, and I use the holy name, no, for that. So it's ignorance, but it's not innocent ignorance. It's ignorance that I'm using the holy name to achieve something which I consider higher than that, because I don't consider the holy name the goal, and therefore I will never be able to understand how the holy name is the highest, because I'm convinced it's not. You follow? There's a conviction.
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, yes, Maharaj.
And that's why, that's how it leads to the Mayavad. There's a conviction already. Yeah?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much.
Maharaj, on that point, when we say that leads to Mayavad, which is using the holy name to attain a higher goal, but the Mayavad, my understanding is that they just want to merge the Lord, but they don't take the holy name, Maharaj. They take some other name.
Well, let's read. I think he explains that.
Okay, Maharaj. Sure.
So let's read more, and then we can discuss more on that.
Sure, Maharaj.
Okay, so Chaya Namabhas, or the shadow of the holy name, comes only from ignorance and weakness of heart. Yeah, so means the innocent ignorance. The holy name cleans away those two defects. However, the holy name increases the defects that cause Pratibimba Namabhas. The Mayavadis think that Lord Krishna's name, form, qualities, and pastimes are all false, temporary, and polluted. They think love for Krishna is not eternal. In this way, the Mayavada philosophy is opposite to devotional service, bhakti. The Mayavad philosophy is counted among the enemies of devotional service. Therefore, the Mayavadis are offenders. The holy name does not come from Mayavadi's mouth. If it comes, it is not the true holy name. The Mayavadis say the holy name is not eternal. Therefore, even if they loudly chant the holy name, they still will fall into the inauspicious condition of life. They approach the holy name and pray for sense pleasures or impersonal liberation, but the holy name cheats them and gives them only sufferings. So the Mayavadis, they want to attain Brahman because they consider this is the highest, even though it's an aspect of the Lord, but it's only Sat. No Chit, not Ananda. But they use the holy name to attain that, or at least attempt. They believe that by chanting the holy name, they can attain Sayuja Mukti. So this is the problem. They are convinced the holy name has no powers. It's temporary. But okay, let me use it for the eternal goal I want to achieve. I'm convinced about it. I'm on the nishta on that. I'm fully convinced. That's the problem. There is no discussion about it. They will not hear unless they get some realizations. Like we see in Jaiva Dharma, the Mayavadi sannyasi. Is it okay?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj. In fact, I was listening to the verse 2.1 from Bhagavad Gita Prabhupada lecture, and Prabhupada also mentioned in that one that the first five types of liberation, and the first liberation is for the Mayavadi, merging into the existence. Yes.
In one sense, it's an aspect of God, but so even like emerging, it's a counted about among liberation, but you cannot have relationship with Brahman.
Yes.
Therefore, those who appreciate personal aspect of the Lord, then will reject that. That's something which definitely I don't want to get into.
Hare Krishna
However,
Maharaj. Rahmatullah.
yes,
Maharaj, I have one question.
yes, yeah, okay.
Can I ask? Maharaj, regarding the impersonalism, that it is the Sat aspect. So the impersonalist, as it is the Sat aspect. Only the Sat is realized, right? In the impersonalist.
Yes, yeah, but
So,
yeah, okay.
Maharaj, if there is no bliss in it, then how the soul, because the ultimate aim of soul is to get happy. So how does the soul that merges into the Brahman effulgence, how it is satisfied and happy? Because it has only the Sat aspect. So,
Look, that's also explained in Bhagavatam that the soul desires for the impersonal, for the merging to Brahman, becoming Brahman. And then because of the soul's desire, then the soul may attain that. So you may merge into Brahman. And as long as the soul, because the soul still remains there, it's but as soon as this, as long as the soul does not have any desire, anything, yeah, doesn't think of any desire, then it can remain in the Brahman. But then, for the soul, it's very unnatural. So therefore, eventually, the soul again will desire. When it desires, then it becomes incompatible. Like, when you make a mixture of oil and water, for some time it may look like it's homogenized. But after some time, you will see the drops of oil floating on the water. So, and the time, then the jiva again falls out of the Brahman. But that moment, because there is no time as such, so the moment can be very long. It can be maybe lifetimes of Brahma. It's no, we don't know how long. And the fact also is when the jiva comes out of the Brahman, then again it starts from the beginning. It gets the choice. You want to go spiritual or you want to go material. It's a tatastha. And but the jiva gets in the Brahman, gets completely purified. Because in the Brahman, the subtle body doesn't exist. So it gets purified, and now it forgets all the sinful activities, but it forgets also whatever activities, whatever pious credits it had. Any experience of devotional service also forgotten. It starts from the very beginning. And that's why Srila Prabhupada calls it a spiritual suicide. Because for a very, very long time, you get to do nothing. And then you come out and you are squeaky clean. So you are like a perfect jiva, clean jiva, but you don't know anything about what you are supposed to do. You forgot. And then what attracts you, material life or spiritual life? If you make the mistake again, you come back to the spiritual, to the material life, material world, and start from beginning.
yes, Maharaj. I got that.
And
Thank you,
that's why it's so
Maharaj.
dangerous. Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, in 65, the line is the holy name cleans away all these two defects. Means they are talking about the Chaya and Pratibimba Nama Prad.
Yeah.
And means that, like, for even
No,
for Nama Prad, we says that by chanting only, attentive chanting only, we can come up all the Nama Prad. Similarly, this is the same understanding that by chanting holy name only, that we can come out of these two defects.
the ignorance and weakness of heart.
Okay.
The two defects are the ignorance and weakness of heart.
Okay, it's not they're not talking about the chaya and pratibimba. They're
No, no,
talking
no, no,
about
no.
the symptoms of chaya.
The Chaya Namabhas means when you are ignorant. That's ignorance. And weakness of heart means sentimental. Means you are acting based on how the mind, the senses are dictating you, even though you know it's wrong. But you are not doing it with bad intention. You are just too conditioned. That's weakness of heart. So that Chayanamavas purifies that. And then you become realized. You eventually get rid of the anarthas. The mind is not going to control you. So therefore the ignorance and the weakness of heart then disappear. But for the pratibimba namabhas, it does not purify that. Because the ignorance, as it's talked in the Chaya namabhas, is a conviction in pratibimba namabhas. I know that I want the goal I want is this is the best, and I'm going to use the holy name to get it. There is no ignorance. I mean, there is no innocence in that.
Okay, Maharaj. Now I'm clear about this line. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Okay.
Hare Krishna Maharaj Dhanna Pranam.
Haribol.
Hare Krishna Maharaj Dhanna. Sorry, I'm outside somewhere. But Maharaj, I have a question from the last session. In last session, I think at the end we read ki during Namabhas we get some economic development also. Like our hidden desire starts fructifying during Namabhas stage. Is that correct understanding?
Yes, that it brings everything all auspiciousness.
Okay.
So yes, if
how
that's your
how
desire, yes, it also brings some material development, but do understand that the material development is not the highest goal. Don't use the holy name to get the material development, because then it
I
will be a
understand.
problem.
But they come automatically. So how do we keep the gap? How do we understand? No, this is not for my goal, or the higher goal is the spiritual progress or the realization.
The only thing which you can control is your desire.
Okay.
So what do you desire? You want bhakti, you want Krishna, and or you want to be rich person, or you want both. So what is your desire? You have to clarify to yourself.
So Maharaj, can we say like I'm more desiring for material benefit? That's why the economic development is coming towards me, or I'm getting the material benefit because that's my main desire. Had the other it had the case been other side for the holy name or spiritual progress, then they may not come. Material progress will not
Yes,
come.
yeah. Because for the devotee, then Krishna, when he sees that the devotee wants to become serious, he takes away from him his
Okay.
possessions, position, everything, what he has, he takes away when the devotee desires so.
So it is basically all desire. I mean, if I'm desiring holy name, so the Lord will take me to that direction. if my desire is for material benefits, so that may also distract.
If you desire that, yes. So Krishna, Paramatma sees that, okay, you desire some material profit. Paramatma sees that you are entitled to that. No, you deserve it. So then you get it.
But then how do we understand that this is not coming from during this sadhana, but it is coming because of my entitlement or my pious activities, something. So how do we understand that no, it is not coming? I mean, my desire is for more for holy name or God realization, but now it is coming. So how do we take that part, Mana?
Well, you have to know what's your desire. No, what actually, no, you have to be very, very honest with yourself. What do you desire? What do you want? How much you want Krishna, and no, how much you want material, no, profit, and what is your intention to do with the profit? So now, if you want to enjoy the profit, or you want to take the profit and use it now for some devotional activities, that's also very different thing. And don't forget, the Paramatma, now he's always with us, and he knows exactly everything, all our thoughts. He knows everything what we want, what we think. So considering that, the Paramatma then sees, okay, the devotee, he's very attached, he really wants some material profit. So, okay, I will no send him. It's okay, he will be. But then when Paramatma sees the devotee is very serious, and now I see that if he gets more rich, he may forget about his progress. So I will just take it away from him, and we have no control over it. The only control which we have is our desire. So you may desire, but you don't know exactly what Krishna is going to do.
Got it, Maharaj. Thank you so much. No, okay, Maharaj. Thank you so much. So I'm clear now. So Maharaj, I have one more silly question. So this is different from the topic. So may I ask?
Yes, yes, please.
So Maharaj, I mean, in our reading class, when Mataji asked, like when soul leaves body, so how super souls, I mean, does super soul also go with the soul in in Jampuri, or I mean in other with the soul, or does where does super soul goes? The question was like this. As the jiva leave body, soul goes with the subtle body. Then where is super soul going? Is it going with the same soul subtle body, or does it go to back to spiritual world? So how do we understand that, but Maharaj?
Okay, means when is the super soul? Where is the super soul going? When
Yes, I mean like when someone has left the body, so soul is gone, subtle body is gone, so super soul is also gone somewhere. So
somebody
where is
left his body,
yeah.
then he is still no to get. It's not just the soul; it's a subtle body which he leaves. With
Okay.
that subtle body, he enters another body when the time comes.
Okay.
And during that time, the super soul is always with us.
So in
As
between, like
long as we
when
have ahankar, then
okay.
no, then the mind and intelligence, no, the material mind and intelligence, that's part of the subtle body, the consciousness, the soul and the super soul are present. When you dissolve your ahankar, then the jiva can actually enter the spiritual world, and the super soul doesn't. The super soul is only present here in the material world.
Okay, Maharaj. So to understand, to confirm the understanding, you mean to say when subtle body leaves body with soul, so super soul also goes with that body.
Of course,
Okay.
the the,
It
the
always
super
remains.
soul, it's always witnessing your activities, whether you are in the gross body or only in the subtle body.
Okay.
Everything
So
is witnessed by the super soul.
so it is always with the subtle body unless we come out from our ankar thing.
Yeah, unless and until you, uh, when you come out of, when you dissolve the ahankar, then the super soul doesn't have to be with you anymore.
Okay. Because we are in spiritual world, so now there is no
Yes.
subtle body is not there, so we are in the or real form or identity
Yes.
is there.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you very much. Hare
Okay.
Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna.
Hey Krishna Maharaj,
Hare
I
Krishna.
have a question. Can I ask?
Yes.
So Maharaj, I was not there in last class. So I started reading this, and I was reading first chapter, the glories of holy name. And there in the verse 44, it is mentioned that you created dharma, yagya, yoga, home, vratas, which are the auspicious activity, shubha karma, that brings material happiness. And in the further, they are explaining that although Lord Vishnu is said to be the master of all these activities are not directly spiritual. Without performing directly spiritual activities, the living entities cannot understand the Supreme Lord. So, Maharaj, I have this question that what is the purpose of creating this dharma yagya? Because these question is raised so many times. If we tell people that 90% part of the Veda is karma kand, then rest of the part is Jnana Kand and Upasana Kand. And Upasana Kand, in an Upasana Kand, there is worship of demigod. So they got bewildered. And in Bhagavad Gita 15.5, we know that Krishna says, Vedesha sarve eva vedyo. So, what is the purpose of creating these things like dharma, yagya, yoga, home, vrata? So, what should be the answer?
Okay. See, there are different ways of sadhana. The sadhana means actually to achieve the goal, sadhya, the Lord. Okay. So now you have karma kanda, jnana kanda, no, the yoga, no, many things which are different ways, different depth of how to understand the Lord. So by doing these processes, then if you do it right, you will come closer to God. Not necessarily you will achieve. So by karma kanda, you will not achieve directly the Lord, but no, in the next life or some next lives, no, then you may get a higher understanding of maybe the jnana kanda is higher than karma kanda. So it leads to some purification of the jiva. But actually, no, it does not bring you to the supreme goal. It brings you closer if you do it right, but not directly, not completely. So therefore, the process works, the process is there, we should not disrespect, but we should know that this is not the way how we actually can achieve the highest Krishna Prema. And for that, then we should understand that the holy name is not just the sadhana. The holy name is the sadhya, is the goal. So then by chanting of the holy name, understanding that through the holy name, I can actually understand the Lord because he is not different from that, then you start chanting the Chaya Nama Bhas, and then you get the understanding of how to achieve the Lord.
Yes, Maharaj.
But by doing the yagya, puja, and like that, that brings you closer. But without the holy name, it does not take you to the ultimate goal. So there is no need to disrespect these dharma, artha, kama, moksha, but they are not the ultimate ways how we achieve the understanding of the Lord as a person. So therefore, there is no need to disrespect people who follow that, but it's not for me. Is it clear?
Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj. Yes, Maharaj.
Uh,
Thank you
Hare,
so much.
Hare Krishna Maharaj.
Hare Krishna.
Maharaj, Upasana Kand, isn't it the worship of Vishnu or is it worship of demigods? What is it?
Well, see, worship of demigods is karma kanda.
Hmm.
Upasana kanda, yeah, it's worshipping Vishnu.
Hmm.
So that's the highest or higher.
Okay. Hmm.
So, Maharaj, we are reading in Krishna book where Prabhupada mentions that it also includes worship of demigods in Upasana Kant. It is worship of Vishnu is there, including worship of demigods.
Yeah, okay, yeah, could be. But there in karma kanda there is also worshipping demigods. But the demigods are worshipped. I do this, you give me this. I worship you, Ganesh, and you give me money. Or I worship Lakshmi because I want money. So that's
Hmm.
karma kanda. I do things right, and I expect that I'm going to get the results.
Yes,
Then
Maharaj.
upasana kanda, then it's no, you are worshiping the Lord, you are worshiping the demigods, but the demigods you understand being the servant of the Lord. You are not doing it for your material profit. Karmakanda worships the demigods for material profit.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yeah?
Yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Okay, so let's read then from the 17.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Maharaj, I have a question.
Yeah, okay.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Maharaj, when we do chanting, we are trying to improve the chanting, and I personal level, sometimes I commit mistake in service and all these things. And when I go back, I realize that my there was problem in my chanting the same day. So if now the mood has come, if now service is coming, so I am more focused on my chanting that so that I'll not commit any mistake. And so is it the right mood, Maharaj?
That depends. You see, what is your service and how important the service is, and what's your commitment in the service. Like when you commit that, okay, I'm going to do some service which is very important, and the devotees depend on you because you committed not to it. But then you say, oh, I didn't do it because I was chanting my rounds. I have to focus on my rounds, and therefore I could not do the service. Then it's not very pleasing to the devotees and to the Lord. So then you will not get really the benefit of either the chanting or the service. So you have to consider what it is that how much can you commit yourself, when can you commit yourself, under which circumstances, because you want to chant the holy name. So that may mean that okay, you have to maybe wake up earlier, or to see that you will chant your rounds to your satisfaction now before you start the service. And now if you cannot avoid and you have to do the service before that, then now as soon as you complete that, then you still have the duty, then okay, I have to finish at least the 16 rounds today. So you have to put your priorities. Now, like in business, you have to always have a priorities. What is your priority? Is it okay? Disappeared.
Hare Krishna Maharaj. Sorry, Maharaj, on this question, like Amarant Bhai Prabhu said, so if the service is coming from our Guru Maharaj or senior Vaishnavas, and then what should be our priority? Chanting first or the service first? I believe service we should
You
do.
have to you have to specify now what, okay, Prabhu, yeah, I need to change my rounds so I can do the service, but please, no, I can do the service only from this time because before that I'm going to change my japa because I'm fearing that without chanting my japa I will not be able to do the service properly. So you have to specify that, right? And if he says, okay, do it like that, then you do it like this. And if he says, no, the service has to be done first, now, immediately. No, and then you have to see, no, if it's so important that you do the service, so okay, you do the service, but keep in mind that you still have to change your japa. So you have to change the japa after the service. Priorities.
Yes, Maharaj.
Something
No,
is
no, that
urgent, something is important, and something is urgent and important.
yes, Maharaj. Thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you.
Yeah?
Hare Krishna. No, no,
Okay.
thank you so much, Maharaj. Thank you. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Okay. So, well, it's already 8:30. So then maybe just think about it a little bit and let's continue then next week with maybe some more questions or no something which is not clear. Give it a thought.
So, sorry, Maharaj. So, if we have questions from other than holy names, so can we prepare those also, or just we should focus on holy names?
Well, you can ask questions, but it should be somewhat, at least a little bit connected to what we are discussing.
Yes, Maharaj.
Is that okay?
Yes, yes, Maharaj. Thank you.
Yes, Maharaj.
Yes, Maharaj.
Okay. So then, any other question? Then last question to now.
Sorry, Maharaj, I don't have question, but on this material benefit, if coming from the during Namabhasa stage, so if anything is coming, so we should use more that for in the service of the Lord. I mean, if anything is coming by default, so our mood should be to use that Lakshmi in the service of the Lord.
It should be seen as a mercy of the Lord, and therefore, yes, it should be used. And not specifically like Sanatana Goswami says that we should 50% should be given of the profit of the extra. 50% should be given for Krishna consciousness, 25% for our needs, extra needs, and 25% keep for emergencies. But this is above what you need to pay your bills. That's a different thing. So that's really what remains, what's extra. Okay?
Yes, yes, Maharaj. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna. Thank you so much, Maharaj, for such a wonderful question and answer session. We thought of reading the book, but we couldn't go beyond 2, 3 lines. But it
Sure,
is
it's
very
okay.
nice. Yes. Thank you so much, Maharaj.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Jai Shri Prabhupada ki. Jai.
Maharaj.